moving back to the stream. God forbid what we're doing here. Is this the second video of the night? And it's 8:40. Damn. We are not making good time. But
all right, the city of Portland, the state of Oregon, suing the Trump administration to block deployment of hundreds of National Guard troops to Portland. The president.
Oh, are they going to show that? Because I don't know if y'all saw that video. There was a video of like 8 by 15 ICE agents. So like a group of 8 across, 15 deep, which is what? 120? If I did my math right. 120 ICE agents, and then there's like some sort of like military looking vehicle behind them just rolling through the streets. I wonder if this is what they're talking about, or if that was someplace else, or if it happened in multiple places, because that's insane.
It says he's doing it to protect ICE facilities. With us now, CNN chief data analyst Harry, and the administration clearly thinks this is a winning issue for them as they keep on doing it and leaning in. What do the polls say?
Yeah, this is fact check time. You know, the idea, we're going to be hawkish on crime.
This is another reason why I say we don't have any opposition. How is this any different from Fox News being petty on air? I'm on CNN and I'm a CNN anchor and moderator. Like, dude, you're acting like a fucking child the same way you're blaming them. Let's see if the numbers are... Let's fact check. That's my job. Dare I say it, that's Hassan's job. Dare I say it, that's the Young Turks' job. If Amy Goodman were actually petty, it would be her job. But you are a syndicated network journalist and data... whatever the fuck he called you. Are you fucking serious? Act your fucking role.
We're going to be hawkish on immigration. It's good for us. But in fact, not necessarily. What are we talking about here? All right, Trump deploying National Guards to cities in the United States of America. Look at this. Just 42% of Americans support that idea of...
Yeah. 42% of America supports deploying National Guard to cities. That's a fucking disturbingly high number of human beings, considering there are 330 million Americans, 270 million of which are of voting age. And this isn't between Republicans and Democrats. This is supposedly people in America. Okay? Nearly half this country is like martial law. That's a fucking problem.
Sending troops into cities like Portland. What about the opposition? Look at this. It's the lion's share. 58% opposed, and we're talking about 64% of independents who are opposed. So if Donald...
So here's the thing, too. Independents, or does not vote, dramatically do not support this issue, right? Do not support this, which is great. That is very reassuring. But these numbers, right, still paint a very stark picture. Because if 58% don't oppose and 42% support, but 64% of independents do oppose, that means of the does not vote majority, right, which is the majority of voters in America does not vote, they are still watered down enough by your typical voters to drop opposition by 6 points. And that is a freakishly high number of support and a freakishly low number of opposed. Again, in a functioning democracy, it would be 97% oppose and only 3% support. And those 3% would probably want to be looked into. Like, why do you support fascism? Also, functioning democracy, this would never be happening. So the fact that this is a thing that has to be asked, and it's a thing that's happening, is evidence that we do not have a functioning democracy, because this is batshit.
Donald Trump thinks that potentially sending in the National Guard into cities like Portland is a winning political issue, the polling says, you are wrong, Mr. President.
The most analogous situation is what happened in Los Angeles, correct? What happened to the numbers there after the president did that then?
Yeah, we've heard this music before, right? We've heard this song before. And what happened the last time that Trump sent National Guards into a Western city? Well, take a look at the change in Trump's net approval. Overall, it dropped 4 points. How about on immigration, which of course those protests were about? Look at that. It dropped by 7 points. So we have...
See, I think we're done with this video because this guy's getting on my nerves. But Apolitical kind of hit the nail on the head. He really likes drawing. And the part of I don't get it. Like, this guy is just being like, told you so, told you so. If I told you so worked in politics, Trump wouldn't have gotten elected the first time. He just straight up wouldn't have. Granted, we really didn't need a Hillary presidency either. But again, if I told you so worked in 2020, Bernie Sanders would have been president. Because if I told you so worked, everybody on the left would have been like, I fucking told you so. We don't want Hillary. We don't want establishment Democrats. We want socialism, democratic socialism. And if you don't give it to us, you're going to get Trump. And and what did we get? What did we get? We got Trump. So if I told you so worked, it would be driving us to the left at an astronomical rate because everybody who says, I told you so, tends to be on the left. Left-leaning at the very least. I mean, liberals are technically left, but not the same left. What makes them think they won't ever become a victim of a stupid ruler with that much power? That's the question of the day, isn't it? Why do conservatives support fascism when they themselves can very easily become the victims of fascism? And the answer that has been given, according to studies and science and all that fun stuff, is that they don't care about that it could happen to them. They care that it is happening to others first. So this goes back to white supremacy. It's not about winning. It's so much that they cannot, right? It's about them losing. It's about somebody else suffering, even if I'm losing. That's the mentality of fascists and of the Trump supporters.